Hi, this is Mrs. Young. Today we're going to talk about primary versus secondary resources. There are two different types of sources, as I've just said. If we talk about primary sources, those are the original work or observations of a person. So if we think about that and the things that we're reading, that's going to be specifically a scientist's own research, official reports, autobiographies, diaries, eyewitness accounts, interviews. Those are going to be really, it's when somebody has actually seen something occur or done research and then published that information themselves. So it's a really first-hand account. Now, if we think about secondary sources, those are somebody who reads somebody's research or information and then writes an article or a book about that. So as an example, it would be a biography would be not that person writing about their life, but somebody else either interviewing or reading things about that person's life and writing their own account. So most of our magazine articles, newspaper articles, those are all going to be secondary sources. Your textbook is a secondary source. If you think about that, it's somebody else taking the information, taking the research, the knowledge, and putting it in their own words and putting it into a textbook. Now, thoughts to ponder. Which is more reliable, our primary sources or our secondary sources? And I'm going to say that that really depends. If you've got specifically scientific research, then the scientist who's publishing the research, that's going to be much more knowledgeable than someone else writing about that scientist's research. So a primary source would be more reliable in that case. But if you think about an eyewitness account, sometimes an eyewitness to a crime or some sort of a crime scene, the eyewitness isn't necessarily as reliable. And you can have problems with those eyewitness accounts. So scientific research, definitely. You want to use your primary source. You want to use that person's original own research. But then you want to think, too, about an eyewitness account and how that works and how that may be unreliable based upon what people's thoughts or ideas are. So those are the differences between primary and secondary resources. You always want to try to go to primary resource first because you want to draw your own conclusions and not look at other people's conclusions. I hope this helped clear things up. Thank you.